Hey, Jess. Yesterday, Aaron said in talking about you that maybe less could be a little more. You go on to have 2 hits, big game last night. Just did you feel like you were trying to do too much? Was there anything you changed going into yesterday?
I would just say I worked on my mechanics a little bit with the hitting coaches over the little break that we had, and feel pretty good after working on a couple of mechanics.
Anything in particular you changed?
Just keeping my hands closer to me. You know, I think my hands were getting away from me, and it was making me pull off the ball a lot. And I think even in my first 2 at-bats yesterday, my hands still got away from me, and just cleaned it up in the last 3.
Other questions? I'll go to Clinton, 4th row on your right, Jazz.
You had quite the night on the base pass. What's your attitude out there in terms of base to base? What you're thinking? What advantage you can bring when you're running?
I feel like I'm in scoring position from I'm on first base. I don't think about steals being the only way I can score. You know, ball hitting the gap, scoring from first base, just being able to just keep on going. You know, and reading the ball and reading the play. You know, keeping everybody on their feet, making sure everybody's awake out there. You know.
The 2nd row on your left, Jazz. Chris.
Jazz, before coming to the Yankees, you hadn't played third base on any level before. What do you feel like has allowed you to have the success you've had at that position?
I played shortstop my whole career before I got to the big leagues, and a little bit in the big leagues as well. I think outfield was the first time I really felt like not as comfortable as I can feel on a baseball field, but moving back into the infield, I feel as comfortable as I've always been on the infield.
Go to Max in front here.
Jazz, where do your base running skills come from? Were you always stealing bases when you were a kid growing up? Would you credit any coach to?
I was always stealing bases as a kid growing up, but just watching the game, seeing the way other players move, the way they pitch, the way the catchers move, the position players move when it's not a pickoff or something like that. It's just watching everybody's overall game. You could even see it. You could even peek in the outfield, you know, with the pitch comms nowadays, you know. They tell you when to pick off. So when they're picking off, you know, some guys get a little bit lazier, so you already know they're picking off. Some guys try to get a little antsy to make you, like, you know, it's just reading the game, reading people's personalities and what they do on the field.
We'll go to Gabe, 4th row on your right.
Hey, Jazz. When they changed the stolen base rules, the disengagements and all that stuff, did you have a feeling that the stolen base would kind of explode the way it has, or are you a bit surprised at how big a part of it's been and how successful guys have been on the base pass?
I felt like, it was going to be a difference because, you know, now you have slower guys that are going to steal bases now because it's less pickoffs. Some guys pick off like twice, once, whenever. Now a guy could get a bigger lead. He's gone. So I feel like, it has changed the game, but I feel like it made it a lot more funner. I think catchers are even enjoying the game a little bit more, you know, because they get to try and throw guys out. So I feel like it's just enjoyment for everybody, you know. Bigger guys, slower guys get to try and steal bags now. You know, they're having fun out there. I think that's cool.
And is it only fair that it keeps pitchers honest? Like, they're so nasty that, hey, it's a little more fair for you guys to take an extra 90.
For sure. Everybody's throwing 100 now, so you got to give us something, you know.
We'll stay over there with Clinton.
Jazz, what are the vibes like back in the Bahamas now with all your boys, you know, in terms of your home nation, seeing you doing this on such a big stage?
They've been in and out during the playoffs, you know. They've been flying in, flying out. A couple of them are super busy, but I think the vibes have been great, man, you know, especially playing for the Yankees. This is who we used to watch as kids, so, like, everybody's just, like, geeking out. They see Judge in person, and they're like, bro, it's Judge, you know. It's kind of cool. It's super cool.
4th row on your left, Jazz. Jorge.
Jazz, you've talked about, you know, playing for the Yankees, playing at Yankee Stadium, the atmosphere. How would you describe that atmosphere last night?
Oh, it was sick. It was a good atmosphere. I feel like the crowd was rocking. The stadium was rocking. If you're a baseball fan, you really enjoyed that game last night. It was a really good game. I enjoyed being a part of that game. You know, it was super cool. I feel like it's pretty close to Yankee Stadium, if you ask me.
A third row on your left, Tyler.
Jazz, what has made the Yankees a comfortable fit for you?
I feel like as a kid and even as a professional baseball player that before you play for the Yankees, you think it's really like super strict, but you really can be yourself as a Yankee. You just got to do it the right way and the professional way, and I feel like I've always been like that, doing it the professional way. It's just that I think now that I'm with the Yankees, people see it like, okay, if he's not getting in trouble, he's more professional because he's with the Yankees, but I'm still doing the exact same thing I used to do with the Marlins. So I think they just let me be me and enjoying the moment and every moment that I'm a Yankee.
We'll stay over there on the left.
Hey, Jazz. Did you see something in Treinen's delivery that let you take off with such ease for third base there in the 10th?
Like I said, I study players, I study pitchers. Running is a part of my game. So, like I said, I've been watching Treinen since I was a Marlin, playing against him as a Marlin. So I've seen him a lot of times. I've been on base a couple of times. So I just read his game. He knows how I play, so I just try to change it up, see how it was going, and it just went the right way.
Far back on your right, Jazz. Jeff.
Jazz, what allows this team to come back from a gut punch loss like last night?
I think we've been doing it all year, so I feel like nothing has changed between us and our clubhouse, We still feel like we got this in the bag, not like, how would I say, not cocky, but like, we feel confident in ourselves to go out there and win 4 games, But I mean, for me, I just feel like we're going to go out there and play baseball. We're enjoying the moment just as much as them. After that loss, I don't feel like the clubhouse was quiet. We were talking amongst each other and saying, like, hey, that was a fun baseball game. Let's go do it again tomorrow, but let's come on top tomorrow. So, it's amazing.
Fourth row right in the middle, Dan.
Jazz, have you reached out to or Miguel Rojas, or have you guys connected at all with him being on the other side?
No.
Do you feel like that's part of the past now, or is that something?
I mean, like I said, I have nothing about it. I go out there, I play baseball, and I'm enjoying baseball. Nothing more, nothing less.
Questions for Jazz? Anything else? All right, Jazz, continued success. Thanks for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Thank you.